So ToA has been fixed a couple of days ago, and to put it simply, this line right here didn't work at first, which was the debuff your characters get if you don't have Toon Rupture damage, and for sure it made things quite harder. Like every tower reset, I tested the OG Jiyan team, and I gotta say, things just keep getting more difficult, to the point I'm honestly sure, not even feeling, it's only a matter of time until this team wouldn't even clear the last floors of ToA, and trust me, the problem might not be only Jiyan himself. So right now we have two problems. One is the definite HP inflation, and in this team only Jiyan has the highest percentage of overall damage, and Mortefi right here, while he's providing a lot of buffs, it's just not good enough. The second problem here is the enemies themselves and the quality of this team to play against them. In this case, Crownless Berries delay your animation 24/7, while Heron sometimes can fly and waste some of your Jiyan's all duration, which also means that the only damage coming from this team gets less and less, not to mention that you have to hit your attacks in order to get enough energy, which in return means your next rotations are ruined and will get delayed more and more. Crownless and Heron are not the only bosses aggravating that issue. There are some bosses from 1 and 2.x that will make this more painful, and for sure the upcoming 3.x enemies will make this even more difficult. So two issues, and to hit two birds with one stone, the answer is pretty simple: get new units and teams for your Jiyan. Yes homies, modern problems require modern solutions, aka Shakuna or Yuno, or even both, because there is no doubt that these two have insane value to add to your account, and they are really strong in the meta right now. So before I explain some points, here are the best teams I recommend for Jiyan. These two teams are pretty easy to use while having high efficiency, with the first team being stronger than the other with more cost of course, and the other one obviously being a little weaker but really cost efficient. And this, as explained before, is just strongest team but comes at the cost of being extremely hard to use in order to have the advantage compared to the other teams. So with that being said, now comes a wrong concept that some people have about Jiyan, which is him being weak and carried by the newer units. So while this might seem a little personal, bring in one of my old ToA video responses on title saying 1.0 units are still insane in 3.0, featuring Dungeon, a 4-star unit soloing the side towers, Kalsharo having SK and Linei, who is the latest unit for now, but anyone in his good mind will see that there is sequence 0 standard DPS here, using the upgrade he got and doing like more than 75% of the work for the buffs he got from his team. And lastly, Jiyan featuring Mono Aero team, which isn't a hyper carry one, it's more like a triple DPS one. So compared to the hyper carry one, his personal damage right here is really less of course, but that doesn't deny he's doing really good having his own part in this triple DPS team. So right here, this might seem like a clickbait for some people, and while I don't care much about these comments because I know a good majority of them are literally trolling, joking or whatever, but these comments can lead to a serious bad perception of a specific character potential. I mean, look at this. This is max HP after Jiyan's intro, and this is its HP after Jiyan's field time, so claiming that Jiyan is weak and being well shared by these two isn't accurate at all. And here is a perfect example for that. If we look at Galberina's teams right here, her team with Mortefi or Jiyan and Shorekeeper has her personal highest damage, but still is far weaker than the Monofusion team, and obviously her damage distribution in this team is far less, but the other two characters cover that for her, and it's not that a character is getting carried, but rather each one has their unique part in their unique way. And the same goes for a close example, which is Augusta, and we can easily say there is no comparison between Mortefi and Yuno for her because of insane damage and buffs from Yuno. So it's simply the potential these premium pieces unlock compared to the F2B ones. And by the way, I'm not comparing Jiyan to these two as power levels, it's a no-brainer that these two are 100% stronger. Again, this might feel personal, but that's exactly why I didn't change the title of that video, because these almost 2-year-old units are doing hell of a job in the latest ToA reset, and maybe the tankiest one by far. And if you dislike that title or this explanation, then it's totally understandable. Again, I don't care much about such arguments, but just to get things clear for those who might get misled by such takes. Hope that's helpful, and I'll be leaving the Jiyan run and builds for the rest of the video. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next ones. Peace.
神聖を授ける。
これでどうす？怒りました。消してやる。静かにしろ。待ってたぞ。恐れなし。せい。はっ、来ないのか。せい。ここにてうがっ。
この身をもって誓いをなす。
邪魔です燃えろ
神聖を授ける。
これでどうす怒りました
入力。
灰になれ死にしてやり痛い止められるものかどうするこれで決める
対の地入りを告げる。
おや受けてみろこれでどう
星の歌よ。
怒りました静かにしろ消してやる待ってたぞ恐れなし
この身をもって誓いをなす。
遅いです死にたいのかこれでどう
アドン、アス
怒りました灰になれ燃え尽きやり止められるものか局を開く
ト。対の地入りを告げる。
消してやる
心配
ここにこれでどう
神聖を授ける。
怒りました静かにしろ死に待ってたぞ恐れなし怒りました燃えろこれでどう灰になれ死にたきやり遅い止められるものか戦況は常に変化している油断は禁物だ素早く片付けましょうまだ実験が終わっていませんので
分かった。あなたがそう望むのなら